and morning to all our listeners from all across the globe. I, Dr. Neha Sharma, on behalf of Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, Pune Section, IEEE Education Society, Raja Dinkar Kelkar Museum, and Team Ekam, welcome you all to the very first event of Ekam, Venu Parichay, Introduction to the Flute. In Sanskrit, the word Ekam means one or single, and the concept of Ekam symbolizes unity or moism. In Hindu theology, according to Rig Veda, truth is one. Sages call it by various names, expressing oneness with divine consciousness, transcending religions, traditions, and cultures. The tattva or principle of Ekam can be extended beyond regions of theology and philosophy into science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and also into arts and finance in all forms. Ekam is an initiative by IEEE Pune section to highlight this aspect through various demos, lectures, concerts, and all other type of online programs. The initiative is a joint effort to be executed along with our cultural partner, Raja Dinkar Kelkar Museum. Ekam forms part of the concept Shunya, conceptualized last year as a kaleidoscopic festival of arts, science, culture, and heritage for driving the younger generation. With this initial concept sharing, I now hand over to my co-host, Dr. Ganesh Rao, for his expert opinion. Over to you, Dr. Rao.
हेलो, धन्यवाद नेहा जी। आज के इस कार्यक्रम में मैं गणेश राउत आप सबका स्वागत करता हूं। भारत के महाराष्ट्र राज्य स्थित पुणे से राजा दिनकर केलकर संग्रहालय के सुधनवा रानडे जी, अशोक गायकवाड़ सर मिलकर आपके सामने ला रहे हैं आज का एक कार्यक्रम जिसका नाम है एकम कैलिडोस्कोप वेणु परिचय। इसमें IEEE का बहुत ही बड़ा सहयोग है। पुणे स्थित राजा दिनकर केलकर संग्रहालय पूरे भारत में ख्यात कीर्त है। स्वर्गीय दिनकरराव केलकर जी ने अपनी सारी जिंदगी संग्रहालय के लिए अर्पण कर दी। महाराष्ट्र में ऐसा पहली बार हुआ है। केलकर जी ने इस संग्रहालय के माध्यम से प्राचीन, मध्ययुगीन और अर्वाचीन इतिहास वस्तुओं के माध्यम से जतन किया है। इस संग्रहालय में बहुत सारी वस्तुएं इतिहास की गवाह है। स्वर्गीय योद्धा बाजीराव पेशवे की बीवी मस्तानी जी का महल आपको समूचे विश्व में कहीं भी और देखने को नहीं मिलेगा, वो आपको यहाँ देखने को मिलेगा। ऐसी बहुत सारी वस्तुएं हैं, लेकिन मैं आज अन्य चीजों के बारे में कहने वाला हूँ। ये संग्रहालय उस बारे में अगर बात मैं नहीं करूंगा तो अधूरा रह जाएगा। हम लोगों ने भारतीय चित्रपटों से बांसुरी सुनी है। बचपन से बांसुरी, जिसे हम पावा मुरली भी कहते हैं, उसे बजाने का भी प्रयास किया है। स्वर्गीय पन्नालाल घोष जी का नाम बांसुरी से जुड़ा हुआ है। वैसे तो बांसुरी के साथ पहला नाम तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण जी का जुड़ा हुआ है। उन्हें हम लोग मुरलीधर कहते हैं। भगवान श्री कृष्ण जब मुरली बजाते थे तो शांतरस बहने लगता था। स्वर्गीय पन्नालाल जी भी हमें इस बात की याद दिला देते थे। आज श्री गायकवाड़ सर भी इस बात की अनुभूति हमें देने वाले हैं। तो मैं बात कर रहा था स्वर्गीय पन्नालाल जी की। उन्होंने बांसुरी का जो भंडार इकट्ठा किया वो अब हमारे संग्रहालय में है। ये तो अब हमारी विरासत है। एक दानशूर श्रीमान ने यह सारा धन संग्रहालय को अर्पण किया है। देने की इच्छा जगी रही तो संग्रहालय का वैभव बढ़ जाएगा। आज इस कार्यक्रम के माध्यम से हम लोग इतना कह रहे हैं कि म्यूजियम में चले आओ। गायकवाड़ सर की बांसुरी भी अंत में यही कहने वाली है, म्यूजियम में चले आओ। आजकल पूरे दुनिया में वस्तु संग्रहालय अपने अपने तरीके से काम कर रहे हैं। संग्रहालय में विद्यार्थी, स्नातक, अभ्यासक, विशेषज्ञ, आम आदमी सारे लोग आने चाहिए। इसीलिए तो आज की शाम और एक प्रयास है आप तक आने का, म्यूजियम में चले आओ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Dr. Raut. Now I take the privilege to introduce you all to today's guest, a flute maestro, Professor Dr. Ashok Gaikwad. Sir is doctorate in instrumentation. He has 22 plus years of engineering teaching experience. Sir has been ex-principal of Pimpri Chinchwad College of Engineering and Research. He is a disciple of late Sri Datta Chaugule and Sri Himanshu Nanda. Dr. Gaikwad was ex-chairman of IEEE Instrumentation and Measurement Society for both Bombay section and Pune section. Presently, Sir is the director of NICE Aesthetics Center, Pune, which is the laser training center for doctors and cosmetologists, and also trading in laser equipments. Gaikwad sir has dedicated himself to art appreciation and creativity, and we all are fortunate to have him today amongst us. Over to you, Dr. Gaikwad.
Hello, everybody. I will talk about flute introduction. This is very small introduction aspect because it's I am getting only 45 minutes for that. But before starting to my presentation, I would like to take the opportunity to thank IEEE Pune section, IEEE Education Society Pune section, and Raja Kelkar Museum Pune. They all provided me this platform to talk about Indian art. So I'm going to talk about Venu Parichay is introduction to flute. We are going to talk about history, science, and art of flute. My presentation will be incomplete whether I am not taking mentioning of Lord Sri Krishna. So with his blessing, I am starting my presentation. In Indian culture, the ultimate aim of human life is moksha, sakshatkar of Parabrahma. Some people always think about that vicious circle of life and death. We are taking Punarjanma. We are in that vicious circle, and we have to go out of that vicious circle. That is the moksha. And by music practicing, one can get this moksha. That is the ultimate path. What our Sri Krishna is saying to his friend Uddhava in this shloka. Sri Krishna says to Uddhava, his friend and also his uncle, about that one. So the music practicing also is one way to get moksha. Even everything starts with Om in Indian culture. What is Om? Om is the first note of music. Om. Om means we also called it as a shad, sa. Santa Surdasa says in one bhajana that Murli Hari Kau Bhaveri. Murli Hari Kau Bhaveri means Lord Krishna loves his Basri very much. And Sada Rahati Mukhahi Saulagi means it resides on his lips. Nana Ranga Bajaveri. Actually, raga. What does it mean by raga? Raga is nothing but to give color. Just like we paint our house with some colors. Here we change the moods of the environment by using the raga. We are coloring the environment by using raga. And here Lord Sri Krishna uses 6 ragas and 36 raginis, and he entertains all his audience. So here I would like to start with my first tune. I will also start with one bhajana of Sri Krishna. The idea is that in between I will play some flute. Okay. according to Rishimuni Bharat, musical instruments are classified into a number of types. Four types are basically there. Number one type is called as tat. Tat means string instruments like violin, sitar, veena, even guitar. All these instruments falls into this category. Tat means string instrument. Second category is called as avnadh. That is the leather instrument, mainly the instruments which are used for rhythm, like tabla, mridang, pakhwaz, and all the drum instruments come under this avnadh category, where the leather is used. And number three category is ghan, that is solid instruments. Many times the tree trunk type of instruments are used, that is gun type of instrument. And number four, which we are interested, that is called as sushir. Sushir means wind instrument. So in this instrument, some hollow space is used, and by blowing into the hole of that instrument, we can make sound. So our flute, bansuri falls in this type of category. Even the saxophone, trumpet, shahnai, all these instruments falls in this sushir type of instrument. So I would like to show this instrument here once more, sushir type of instrument, how it blows. Here is the hole. I'm blowing through this hole. Here are the 6 holes, see, and I am fingering this hole. I am playing with this on these holes and making the sound like this. So we're talking about 4 types of instruments. You must be curious about which was the first instrument existed on this earth. So in earlier days, the cock or the shell is used as a first type of instrument. Some sound is produced by this instrument. But by using this instrument, one can produce only one single note only. Second instrument is a flute, bamboo flute. So what was there in the bamboo jungle, when the wind was flowing through this jungle at that time, there is some natural melodious sound was existed. The black bees are making some holes in the bamboos, and the natural flutes were produced at that time. And when the wind was blowing through this bamboo jungles at that time, natural some melodious, some mysterious sound for the human at that time. The mysterious melodious sound was produced at that time, and naturally the man was curious from where this sound is coming, and some intelligent innovative persons might have innovated that this sound is coming, discovered that this sound is coming from the bamboo jungle, and eventually he must be found that there are some these holes, and when the wind is going through these holes, the melodious sound is coming. So he must have cut one small piece of bamboo and making some hole in that and making the sound. At that time, the single note of the flute might be produced at that time. Eventually, in some Veda, it is mentioned that three-hole flute is there. The three-hole is sufficient to produce one full octave, right from Sar to Ni, Sare Gama Pada Nisa. Means Sare Gama Pada Nisa. All these 7 notes can be produced by only 3 holes only. That is what mentioned in Samaveda. So the whole Indian music is based on Veena and Venu. Veena means the instrument which is used by the strings, metallic strings, and the Venu. Venu means bamboo. All this instrument is designed by this Venu and Veena only. The conch shell might be discovered earlier, but has only one note. Flute has multiple holes. The beauty of the flute is that it is the simplest instrument, just one piece of bamboo and number of holes made on that bamboo, and one hole is for blowing and other holes are, you are just changing the length of the bamboo. I will come to that point. And this is the simplest instrument, and this is the cheapest instrument also as compared to other instruments. And the flute which we are using here, the 6 hole and 1 hole for blowing, we can produce almost 2.5 octave by using this flute. So what are the names of this flute in the various cultures? In Europe, this flute, this basuri is called as flute. One type of flute is also there in Europe, which is a small type of flute which is used for high frequency. That type of flute is called as piccolo. Piccolo flute is also very European people like that flute very much. Shakuhachi, this word is used for flute in Japan. In Iran, they called it as a ney. DZ in China. In China also there are number of types of flutes. Straight flutes are also they are using, transverse flutes, and side flutes, that is longitudinal flutes are also used. That is called as DZ. In India, there are number of names to the flute. Some people called it as pawa. Small pawa is called as pauri. Murli is also is one of the name. That's why we call Sri Krishna as a Murlidhar also. Bansidhar also we called Sri Krishna. Bansi is also one of the name of the Basri. Venu Gopal. A Gopal means he's moving with his herd and his Basuri, Venu. Bansuri is also very Bans. It is made up of bamboo. That is Bans. That's why it is called as Basuri. And Basri in Marathi. These are all the words in India. In Assamese, it is called as Bahi. And in South India, Tamil Nadu, it is called as Pallan Kulal. Pallan Kulal is the name for flute in India. Before going to the science of flute, I would like to play one small tune for you. This is Rag Vibhasa actually, and one song is also based on this rag. Thank you. Now let's see what is the science. We have talked about how the sound is produced. Now, the frequency of fluid depends upon the length of air column. So, what is the effective air column? Here are 6 holes. Here are 6 holes. Okay, and effective length of air column. We are measuring the air column from this point to this point. Okay, when I am shutting these holes, at that time the effective length is from this hole to this hole. So I am varying the effective length of air column. The effective length of air column is also changing, and because of the length of air column is changing, the natural frequency of that air column is also changing, and the frequency which is coming out of this fluid is also changing. For example, suppose I have closed 3 holes and I am blowing through it. I am increasing the effective length. Frequency has decreased. I am decreasing the length and increasing the frequency. This is the one factor on which I am changing the effective air column length and changing the frequency. One more thing is that if I increase the pressure, okay, suppose here is my ska, I have increased the pressure. I am switching to the next octave directly. Suppose I am talking about the pancham here. If I am closing all the holes, I am getting pancham. This is the Mandra Saptak Pancham. This is Madhyam Saptak Pancham. I am not changing the positions of my fingers. I am just changing the pressure, the blow I am changing. This is the Tar Saptak Pancham. So I am, by changing the length of air column, number 1, and by changing the blow, I am changing the various notes. I am changing the frequency. I have shown one picture here. Here I have shown how number of notes I can produce. So by using only 6 holes, I can produce almost 25 various frequencies, 25 sounds. Okay, let me give demonstration of this one. See, I am starting from this note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost I can produce 25 notes by using this one. Means about 2.5 octave I can produce. By these 25 notes which I have shown, by various permutation and combination, we can play various type of tunes. Like this, I will play one more for this. 25 notes I am getting, and by combination of these 25 notes, I can produce any melodious type of tune. That is what I was saying. I played the Malgudi is famous that tune, and afterwards Ranjawali tune, that is Hero's tune. This photograph is of Pandit Pannalal Ghosh. Okay, the present flute. Earlier, what was happening after 13th century, the flute lose its glory in Indian music. Earlier, when at the time of Sri Krishna, at about it is said that 5,000 years ago the Mahabharata happened. At that time, Sri Krishna was playing the flute. At that time, it was glorious time for the flute. But afterwards, after 13th century, the flute loses its glory in Indian music. Flute was just the musical instrument which is used for Sat Sangat, a company. The flute's length was merely 1.5 feet, and because of the length is very less, as we have seen that the frequency is high, and its melody has gone actually. It was used only for accompany instrument, not used for solo performance, because solo performance goes up to 3 to 4 hours, and at the 3 4 hours that high frequency flute is not bearable to listen. So Pannalalji developed the flute for solo performance. He did many experiments, and he developed a flute, E-based flute. This is this flute. You can see this hole is for blowing, and almost the length is about 29 to 30 inch flute is there. So by using this flute, it plays. This flute is E-based flute. This flute can be used for uh, concert flute actually. For the full concert, one can play with this one single flute. It is very, it sounds, you just listen. First, I played Sa, then Pancham, This tune was from the Silsila movie, and the music composer was Shiv Hari. Shiv Hari means Shiv, Shiv Kumar Sharma and our Hari Prasad Chaurasi. Here, I would like to show one more maestro of music. People say he's god of flute, Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia. Actually, he spread that flute in all corners of the world. Now, some disciples, some Shishya of Hariprasad Chaurasia from Russia, some from some Europe, some disciples, and from America and all these things. Now the Indian classical flute is played by all in the globe actually. All people are playing. All people are loving Indian music. That is the great thing actually. And people love all the notes and the ways we play and these things. The people are coming to India. They are living with Hariprasad Chaurasia and learning the flute. I'm very fortunate. I also get opportunities to learn flute with Hariprasad Chaurasia's disciple Himanshu Nandagi, and I also very fortunate to learn flute from my guru, late Sauguleji. So these are my references actually. Before the showing the references, I will play one more tune for you and one more raga actually. This raga is Shivaranjani. Here I would like to show you that I am playing one half note here, Gandhar Komal, like this. These are the pure shur, Shuddha Swara. But in Shivaranjan, it is like this. Okay, this is Shivaranjan. So these are the references. Venu Vijnan. This is very good book on Basri, Venu, and it is written by Pandit Keshav Ginde himself. And his book gives all the illustrations, many ragas, how the flute is made up, how the holes are drilled, and all these things are given beautifully in this. It's like I think this is Bible for Venu actually. It is Bible for Bansuri. All things which are related to Bansuri is given in this book, and all people which deals with Indian flute Bansuri is really very grateful to Pandit Keshavji that he has developed this. He has wrote this book. Many years he took actually to wrote this book, but this book is very good. Everything is given there, right from the history, the science which I have explained. Along with that, how the flute length is decided, how the suras are swaras and all these things are there. Even he has given the science behind all these things. He has described some ragas, the ways how the flute is playing. One another book, which I would like to mention here is Bansuri, Pandit Sohanlal Dwivedi. This book is freely available on net. Email ID I have given here, epustakalay.com/book/4795 Bansuri by Pandit Sohanlal Dwivedi. This book is also good. I have referred these two books for the all this matter of this presentation. Okay, so here I come to the end. Thanks. And also you visit my ashokathoughts@gmail.com. Here I talk about art appreciation and creativity mainly. Also, I talk about I'm going to talk about Basri and all these things. So if you are interested in art appreciation and creativity, I think everybody must interest, because if you are not able to appreciate art, then I think you are just living like a general animals like that. If you want to enjoy your life, if you want to test your life, then you have to have that sense to appreciate art. You have to appreciate, you must be able to appreciate a good picture, a good film, a good music piece, even a good food, good taste. All these things come. If you are not able to appreciate all these things, just you are waking and going to your work, coming and sleeping, like that is going on. So this is my humble request. If you want to enjoy your life, try to develop your sense. That is all these things I have discussed in this Ashoka thoughts, how to develop your all the senses. Here I declared the hall is open for the question.
Thanks a lot, Gaikwad sir. This was simply mesmerizing. A person
Thank
like
you.
me who is a
Yeah.
person like me who is totally illiterate about musical instrument has also enjoyed it thoroughly, and I am sure our participants must have enjoyed it thoroughly too. I can see
Yeah.
in the chat box like everybody is appreciating, and they are saying that they have enjoyed it. So it was a very, very good session, very good start of our Ekam series. So thanks a lot once again. But
Thank
we
you.
have few questions for you, sir. We are very curious to know, like
Yes.
people say that all these skills, if you want to learn dance or song or want to learn playing musical instrument, you should start it
Hmm.
in childhood. But here, all the participants, I mean, almost all, like all are very senior,
Yeah.
maybe 40, 45 plus kind of
Yeah.
age, so how easy, I mean, how can we learn?
I'm very happy to say that I am in this period of COVID, Corona. I have started some online classes of Basri. Okay. And some of my students are retired. They have taken 60 plus also. So they have started blowing of flute right now. And in the 1.5 months, they are able to play the all the notes right from sa to ni, sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. All these notes they are able to play after 1.5 months. And I'm sure that all these students with they have that एक मन में होता है ना विश्वास कि I will learn, dedication, I will determination है मेरे पास, I will learn. And I'm very happy to say that all these my students will learn the flute. And actually they are very happy they are able to play right from the blowing itself is very difficult. It's not impossible, but I must say it's difficult. Many people took 6 months to learn only blowing. But on online also I can these people could learn to blow the flute. They are change they can change the intensity of blow. They can play the notes of the even the lower sa, madhyam saptak sa, and upper saptak sa. They can play now. So the age is only a number actually. If आपका दिल बच्चे जैसा होगा, सीखने की आपकी इच्छा होगी, तो आप कभी भी सीख सकते हो. Even 70 plus people are also learning all other arts, not only flute. I'm not talking about flute. You can learn also painting. At the age of 50, I started watercolor painting. I want to actually develop my sense of colors. I want to sense different shades of green, different shades of blue. That's why I started. My aim was not to become artist, but I learned watercolor painting, and I'm happy to share with you that one of my painting is selected in the Europe exhibition at Portugal.
Wow, hearty congratulations, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
And
So age is just a number. That is what I want to say here. If you have determination, you can do anything.
गायकवाड एकदम
Yeah.
छान बोललं बरं का. बऱ्याच दिवसांनी
Okay.
भेट झाली समोरासमोर. फार छान
this is
वाटलं.
Mandar Kurzekar, sir.
खुर्जेकर
Okay,
बोलतो.
okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm very happy, sir.
या
तुम्ही पण
थँक्यू.
ऐकतात. Yes, yes, yes.
हो हो
Thank you.
ऐकतोय मगापासून ऐकतोय मी. मी आता फक्त
Okay, okay, thank
तुम्ही
you.
परवानगी दिली तेव्हाच बोललो.
Okay, okay. ठीक आहे.
छान छान. आपण भेटू परत.
छान, छान. Yes,
व्हॉट्सअप
yes.
वरती भेटू.
Okay, sir.
हो हो. थँक्यू.
So
Thank you, sir.
thanks for Gaikwad, sir. Thanks for encouraging all the participants and giving that hope that if man mein hai Vishwas, we can always start learning. So and Gaikwad sir is running his own online classes also. So in case if you are interested, you can reach out to him. And now, since because of Corona, there's no live class. So how difficult it is to learn online?
Yeah, of course. That was my first experiment, and I'm very happy to share with you that that experiment is fully successful as well. So my students are happy; they are learning.
So how much time one should invest, sir? Like if we want to fairly learn how to play this instrument,
Yeah, at
flute,
least
how much
1
time?
hour.
Because everybody is working.
Yeah, 1 hour per day is enough. But that 1 hour you have to fully dedicate to the music. That's the condition, because it's not like that 1 hour you are just taking your mail, going to Facebook, going like some people have that habit. But you have to dedicate full 1 hour to the music. Even though you can't play the flute, but you have to try again and again, then the sound will come. The flute is it's like a devta. उसकी आप सेवा करो, then ये देवता आपको फल देगी, आपको सीखने का मौका देगी.
Very true, very true. And I think since our life is so busy, we must acquire one or the other skill set like this to be.
And one more thing I would like to add, Nehaji, here, that if you are playing flute, just play sa. It's like playing om. It's like a meditation. Just playing one single note. I will show you. I'm playing one note. It's like enchanting om in my heart. It's like that.
Sir, I
But
have
it's a
two more
meditation
questions.
also. Yeah.
Yeah, sir, I have few more questions, but before that, I'll request you to play one song. I mean, on your flute of your choice, whatever you like, your favorite.
Already I have played my favorite. Okay.
So second favorite.
Second favorite. Okay. Thank you.
That was awesome, sir.
This is old
People are
song.
asking.
Yeah. Hmm. Yes.
Yes, sir. People are asking, like, if one decides to learn flute, which one should start with? I mean, which type of flute is good to start with?
Actually, big flute actually one want to play, but I would suggest that don't start with big flute. Start with small F sharp, or even you can start with C sharp. Okay, C sharp flute like this. And actually, the straight flute and side flute. Many people say that which one is good, straight flute or side flute.
Yes,
But
sir. That is
cost,
also a question.
yeah, that is actually the cost of the straight flute is more because it's making the nozzle actually the blowing thing that blowing mouthpiece. It is costly actually, but side flute is very good. You can change the intensity. You can get many things. You can play with tongue also. You can play like this. Now I'm just blowing. I'm changing. Now I'm changing using my tongue. All these things I can work with this one, side flute. So I think ultimate one has to go for slide flute only. So start with
It
slide flute.
is, yes, yeah.
It is
That
tough,
is
no
very
doubt, but
informative.
yeah, it is difficult to play, but it is not impossible to play as such. And if you have dedication, determination, then you can play the flute. And one more thing is that when you are playing flute, इन इंडियन समाज आपला जो समाज है हमारा जो समाज है उसमें फ्लूट बजाने वाले को जितना रिस्पेक्ट मिलता है उतने अदर इंस्ट्रूमेंट वाले को नहीं मिलता है दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव ऑब्जर्व गिटारिस्ट एंड व्हेन यू कंपेयर विद द फ्लूटिस्ट गेट मोर रिस्पेक्ट बाय आवर समाज सोसाइटी
Really great to know, sir.
या
There's one more question. Uh, the question is like, what matters in the performance of flute? Length of flute or volume?
length of flute or volume length of
What?
flute if the length of flute is more naturally you are getting very soothing and higher lower frequency notes okay so it depends upon song actually what is the mood of the song what is the mood of the raga depends on that you can select the flute for example suppose you want to play very serious rag like divas I was telling or bhairavi at that time one should go for the longer flute even E bass I was playing, but even D sharp or D these flutes are also available. These flutes are called as Shankha Bansuri or Shankha Venu they called it. So these flutes are also good to play the serious ragas like that one. But if you want to play some music, chanchal music is something. At that time you may play higher frequencies, shorter flute.
Sir, we have seen like few flutes are of metal and few flutes are of bamboo. Is there any difference? And if
Yeah,
at
of course.
all,
The artificial actually metallic flutes give metallic sound, and the bamboo flute has its natural smoothing sound. That's the basic difference. So all Indian flutists prefer the bamboo flute, but Western players go for key flutes and all these things. But bamboo flutes, even in China and Japanese, all these people are also using bamboo flutes. So bamboo is a natural and it itself has some natural melody. That's why bamboo flutes are preferred over metallic flutes.
So there is a request once again for a song from Hero, and this request is from Dr. Sunil Somani. I hope you know him, and he
Yeah.
wants you to play this.
Okay. This is D scale flute. This is D scale flute, and I would like to show you very small flute. This one, you can hear this tune on this one. You can sense the frequency difference. This frequency is high.
Sir, before we say bye-bye to you, there's one last question from Dr. Gerard. He's asking, does the moisture has got any impact on the sound of bamboo flute?
Yes. When we're tuning bamboo flute with the tanpura or the electronic tanpura, the frequency gets changed because of the moisture content. The sur which we are listening in the rainy season is different than when we are listening that same flute in the dry season, summer season. So it's very much differentiated. Even the cold and temperature also affect that one. It depends upon the. I'm talking about the air column, no, effective air column. The length of air column, what air is resides there, at what temperature and with what moisture content. It affects the frequency of that one. So tuning the tanpura with the that present day's condition is very much necessary actually when you are going for concert. So
Thank
all
you,
the
sir.
flutes actually, good flutes are tuned for 18 degrees centigrade. That is the temperature of the TV or Akashvani temperature studios actually. So good flutes are tuned for that temperature.
Thank you so much, sir, for
Thank you.
exposing us to such a wonderful musical instrument. And on behalf of all the participants, I thank you. But for doing the formal vote of thanks, may I request Mani sir to please come on live and share the vote of thanks, please.
Thank you very much. Before thanking Dr. Ashok Gaikwad, I would like to thank one person. That person is Sri Krishna himself. Many of you may not be knowing that before starting the program, we had a big power failure problem. And thanks to the Paramatma there, who enabled us to come over that difficulty almost at the last moment. Well, thanks to him, and of course, thanks next to Dr. Ashok Gaikwad for his wonderful performance. I'm sure everybody will agree that it was a very good program by Dr. Gaikwad. And it has been, as a first program for this series, Ekam, it's a it has been excellent start. Well, I should say it was informative, instructional, and also inspirational. The way he said that even 50, 60 years old people can take on this study of flute, I think it's really inspirational. Thank you very much, Dr. Gaikwad. Our sincere thanks for all the participants who accepted our invitation and to be here today and participate in this program. And again, especially for those who have come abroad, who could join in spite of the time difference, thank you very much for joining. Mr. Girish Kilari, Chairman of ITP Pune section, and EXICOM members, and also Mr. Sudanva and his museum team. Thank you very much for giving the support and also providing the platform. Thank you very, very much. Finally, a big thanks to all the organizing group. I think there are a lot of them. Dr. Neha Sharma, Dr. Ganesh Rawat, Mr. Jagdish, Sanjeevani Madam, Dr. Amar, Dr. Amul, Satyadish, Leena Madam, thank you Leena Madam, and many, many others who have contributed for today's success of the program. Thank you very much. And before concluding, would like to inform that we will have further episodes of ECOM, and we'll be informing you from time to time. Please join in the program and encourage us. Thank you very, very much. Namaskar.